Last year, I've been selling real estate for 23 years. It was the first year in probably 20 years that I did not create a business plan. We went from 6.5 million transactions in 2023 to 3.9 million. And so why do I share with you this failure that I made? My business last year, it cost me money to be in business. Even though I closed, I don't know, 12 million, and I had a buyer's agent that closed 4, it cost me money because how much energy do I have to spend for me to get a wave? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Mark Rainey. I wrote down he shared this with us. What gets measured gets done. What's rewarded gets repeated. Those two concepts made me think of a book that I didn't read the whole book, but I had the privilege to understand over time, and I did a little bit of research on ChatGPT. The book is called Four Disciplines of Execution. And two of the things that they talk about in this book that really made an impression on me, that have been shared with me in the past, are lag measures and lead measures. And so what I wanted to talk about today was lag measures and lead measures and how we can be conscious of them, use them in our business as a tool to grow our business, and to be aware of what we really need to focus on to grow. So first, let me go over what the definition of a lag measure is. Lag measures are the results you want to achieve. So for example, they would be like revenue or closed deals or market share, right? Lead measures are the activities that drive those results. So who can give me an example of what a lead measure is in our business in real estate? What would that be?
Daily prospecting.
That's right. Exactly, Joel. Prospecting is a lead measure to what?
Listings.
Well, you jumped ahead a couple, Jenna, but you're exactly correct. It is a lead measure listings. We could say lead measures are prospecting is a lead measure to appointments, or for that matter, to what else are we on the phones for? We're on the phones for appointments. And what else are we looking for? Let's say nurtures, right? Because we're gonna get some people that are gonna set an appointment with us today, which we love that. And then there are some people that are, they're going to say, call me in 6 months. And then we call them in how many months? Our lead measures to appointments are going to be the nurtures. For a nurture to be valid, for us to say, all right, I want to put these people into my lead follow-up system, I have to have their motivation, their where, why, and when, right? I have to know if they're a buyer seller opportunity for me, meaning, do they have a cousin or is their sister selling real estate and I have no chance of getting this deal? I have to know their time frame, and I also have to have been given permission to call them back. And essentially that would look like, we might get additional contact information from them, because obviously if we're calling them, we have their phone numbers. But if we can get someone to give us their email address, then that's an indication. So because we don't want to cram our lead follow-up system with just a bunch of stuff that isn't going to bring us to a lag measure, right? All right, so we want to be careful about that. We want lead follow-up to be like Christmas. We're opening gifts that we're excited to be involved with, right? As opposed to trudging through molasses and why did I throw this person in my system? They don't want to do anything. Or, their uncle is an agent and I don't have a chance with them. An appointment is a lead measure to what are we looking for when we go on an appointment? What do we want to get? Listing. So it's a lead measure to either a buyer listing agreement or a seller listing agreement. And then that, of course, is a lead measure to an under contract, right, guys? So we're going to get a buyer under contract or we're going to get a listing under contract. And then that under contract is a lead measure to a closing, which is what we're here for. That's the goal. So that's the process. And until I had that explained to me, I didn't really realize the value. I didn't know what to focus on in my business. So now knowing that, now it kind of brings clarity to why we get on the phones every day. Get on the phones to focus on lead measures. It feels really good when I look at my list of closings and what I got closing this month. That feels really great, but it does me no good in terms of what's going to happen in the next 3 months. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. The reason that I want to focus on this is we're 1 month into our year. And last year, I've been selling real estate for 23 years. It's been a long time, right? A long road. And last year I made a big mistake, and Joel knows what this is because I came clean on this. Last year was the first year in probably 20 years that I did not create a business plan. And guess what? Last year we also, because we had what, 3 years of where the market was just like cranking, interest rates were super low. And I was just like, oh, I got this. And then last year was like a transaction dead desert, right? We went from 6.5 million transactions in 2023 to 3.9 million. And so why do I share with you this failure that I made? My business last year, it cost me money to be in business. Even though I closed, I don't know, 12 million and I had a buyer's agent that closed four, it cost me money because I didn't focus on what I needed to focus on. And that's why I really, really want to bring this to your attention, guys. If you knew me, you would know how painful it was for me to be in business with myself last year. And I know I don't want any of us to repeat that mistake. Okay. So I guess I'd like to go through just a handful of questions. And please, we're all in this together. So I would love to learn what you guys think as we go through some of these questions. So what do you think has, in terms of a lead measure, has the strongest correlation to your success? And then also talk a little bit about how you track them. Jess, are you familiar with lag measures and lead measures? So I'm going to go through a handful of questions and I want you guys to really process this. So what lead measures have the strongest correlation to your success and how do you track them?
I think the most obvious is contacts
Are you tracking those? Because if we track our contacts, what else is important to track?
for conversion rate.
Conversion rate. So if we're going to try and determine our conversion rate, we can't just determine that from contacts. We've got to determine that from two things. What else would we need for that equation to work? Contacts and
How many dials you make?
yes, exactly. We need to know how many dials we've made, Alan. That's great. We also need to know how many contacts from those dials. And then we need to know what we talked about a moment ago, how many nurtures we're going to get and how many appointments we're setting. So now, if I make 10 contacts and it took me 50 dials to do that, first of all, if it takes me 50 dials to make 10 contacts, am I contacting my database, the people that know me, or am I contacting people that don't know me? What would you guys guess? The latter, right? People that don't know me. If it takes me 50 contacts to get a hold of 10 people, these people don't know me. So that's an indication right there. Then, if I'm making 10 contacts and I am getting two nurtures and I'm setting one appointment, why is this information valuable?
Tracker KPI,
KPI. I'm not familiar with that term, but please help me understand it, please, Jenna. What's
your
KPI?
key performance indicator, I believe it.
Yeah. Okay. I think that makes sense. I'm sorry, I'm not as knowledgeable, but yeah, it's tracking the numbers that we know that we can use to duplicate, right? So if we're going to make 50 contact or if we're going to make 50 calls, it's going to bring us 10 people that we've spoken to, and I'm going to get one appointment from that. Now I've got something that I can duplicate. Now, if I know how long it's going to take me to make those 50 calls to get those 10 contacts and that one appointment or two nurtures. Now I can build my business on those numbers. Does that make sense? Now, these
Yes,
are
and that
lead
in,
measures that can bring me to an outcome. Because if I know then that every 10 appointments that I set, now these are my numbers. You guys have to determine your numbers. And the only way that we're going to determine that is by tracking them, right? So if I know that every 10 appointments that I set, five are going to be real appointments and four are going to convert to listings for me, then doesn't it make sense that every 50 dials that I make, I can count on getting four listings when I'm calling people that I don't know? Does it now begin to kind of gel? Does it make sense that understanding our lead measures, how valuable that can be? Because now, can I make a business plan off of this? I can make a plan, which is, Jess, I told them last year, I'm 23 years selling. Guess what I didn't do last year? I didn't make a business plan. I
Oh,
failed.
wow.
Yeah, right. And my results showed. Yeah, my business was way down. It cost me money to be in business last year. So that's why it's so, so important that every year we know this because we are hunters. I see you guys show up on the phone every morning. It's the nature of who we are, it's our business. So if we're going to hunt, wouldn't it be valuable to know Like, how much energy do I have to spend for me to get a kill, for me to experience that? Because then I know what I can expect in my lag measures. Does that make sense? Now, if I want to tweak that a little bit, let's say, oh, I don't want to have to dial 50 people to reach 10 to get one appointment. Well, okay, great. Maybe if I call my sphere of influence in my database, these are people that know me, love me, and trust me. Maybe I only have to call 10 or 20. I don't know the answer to that because I didn't have spend enough time last year calling my database. That's another be honest for me, right? How do you ensure that the lead measures that you're going for are going to bring you the results that you want? What should you be tracking?
Yes, I think that contacts, I know that we have talked about that with Jessica in the past.
Okay.
Making sure that I hit my daily goal in contacts because that's going to get more appointments and more listings.
Okay, I would agree. Let me ask you this. Have you, up until this point, has there been a period of time, like even if it's just a month, where you could say, MJ, that you've tracked your contacts and you've tracked your results?
No,
Okay. All right. So do you see how if you start today, it's the beginning of February, and you track all the way through the end of February, if you track your contacts, and you also track who you were contacting, right? Because we can see that, depending on who we're calling, we're going to have different results. If we're doing just listed, just solds, we're going to have to make a lot more calls to get to someone, right? What else could we be tracking in our business? I realize that MJ took one that we all need to take to be tracking, but like what else? Let's think outside the box. What else should we be tracking that could help us?
I think where your business is coming from. Is it coming from, expireds, FISBOs, just listed, just sold to see where you're more efficient?
I love that. I love that. That's brilliant. Now, what we're doing there, though, Alan, is we're tracking lag measures, aren't we? So, what I learned by tracking my business last year is I learned that in 2023, I closed 26 probates. Guess how many I closed last year? 13. By it's important to track lag measures also because it showed me where I failed. It showed me where I could have put a little bit more effort. So thank you for that, Alan. I would agree. Is that something that you think you could begin tracking like now, especially since it's the beginning of the year? How many of you tracked where know where your business came from last year? Show of hands. Okay, that's awesome. That's powerful. Good. Everybody on the call. So by doing that, when we track our lag measures, we're also able to look at maybe like changes and patterns over time. Like I saw that in 2023, I was able to do 26 of them and only did 13 last year. So then I can ask myself the question, did I spend enough time? What was I not doing that didn't get me the same or better results?
It's so wild how clear it is when you look at it. It just hits you like bloop right over the head.
Yeah, for sure. And we have to take a little time doing that, right?
Mhm.
It's like built working on our business as opposed to in our business. Sometimes we have to slow down a little bit so that we can speed up and see, okay, if I just plug in a little bit more energy and focus here, guess what? I know I'm going to get at least 26 probates. And guess what? I took that time and I've listed 6 probates in January. So, because I just had to discover where I need to focus my energy. And guys, I'm not saying that to like make it about me. I just want you to see that when we do spend that time and focus, we can get a result. So, Jenna, talk to me. What are your thoughts around what you could be tracking?
Well, considering I've been looking at a contact totally wrong up until last week, definitely contacts.
Okay.
Um, but also like I do want to build up for referrals, like from past clients.
Yes. You heard what I said at the beginning of this call. I said, what's rewarded gets repeated. And so, what is valuable about tracking referrals? Tell me about that based on that, what I just said. What's rewarded gets repeated.
Referrals have already experienced what you can offer. So if they can, recommend you to someone, you kind of already have that rapport.
Yes, absolutely. They know the job that you've done. They wrote that review for you on Google and they gave you 5 stars.
Yeah.
Question. Do you think also, based on this statement, what's rewarded gets repeated? What else can happen based on that statement with our referral partner?
That I don't
We
know.
can reward them.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. Yeah, like
And
a referral program.
Thank you, Jess. That's exactly correct. And when we study how many referrals we got from who, then those become our top tier clients, right? I don't know what book I read or where this came from, but the reality is humans only have solid relationships with 100 people max. I mean, we could have 3,000 Facebook friends or a zillion followers on Instagram, but the reality is humans can only, our brain and who we are can only process no more than 100 solid relationships. And if you break that down, probably 20 of those 100 are the ones that are, like I define that as people that I would take a bullet for, right? And that's going to be family. It's going to be really tight people. It's going to be people in our organization that always show up and have our backs, right? So as we're looking through the people that referred us business last year, who gave us two or four or more referrals? And then what are we doing to reward them? And by the way, whether they close business with us or not, should we reward them? Yeah, because we're rewarding the behavior. We're not
Hmm.
rewarding the outcome. That's rich.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Jenna, that is rich. I love that you came up and thought outside the box with the idea of referrals and tracking them. Just
I just got to my appointment. Can I give you guys my feedback real fast?
do it. Please do.
Sometimes when I'm around Aaron and our crew, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And I'm always like looking for the next best thing because everyone's such a high achiever. And I literally hired somebody to just go back to basics with me. And it's been very eye-opening how the fundamentals of this business, no matter where you are, no matter how many homes you've sold, they're still the same. So, for example, like what the heck is she talking about? I was making contacts and being like, well, this is not a good enough listing because it's not enough of a price point. They're not motivated enough. And I was like canceling people out. The foundation of what all the coaching systems tell us is like get your reps in. Go to the appointment. If you don't think they're that motivated, do it on Zoom. But like do the appointment. And the person I hired to like be an accountability partner, they're just like on me. They're like, you have to do at least minimum 3 appointments a week. I don't care if they're crap appointments. You're like ruling people out, not giving them a chance. So what started happening is that people that I would have not gone on an appointment with, I'm getting listings from and I'm taking them at like 4%, like talking myself out of business. So, especially for like you guys that are newer, I think that we can get wrapped up in like the doing webinars and learning probate and like learning everything. Start with something. And that something has to be talk to a seller, set an appointment with a seller, go on the appointment. And it's like, it's simple, but like we overcomplicate it.
It's well thought. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that, Jess. Go get this listing.
Yeah,
And here
that's
I am. I would have never gone here. Like I would have been like, it's 300,000. It's a shithole, but like the lady really needs my help. Like why? I don't know. My
Well,
mind was messed up, but
no,
we got
no,
it
no,
straight now.
that's rich because then you're coming from contribution. And here's the deal. If I list a mobile home for someone and they really need my help, guess what's coming down the pike? I mean,
They're
if
gonna
I'm
tell
in
their
that
friends.
state of giving, right? And we can track that.
Yeah.
We can track our attitude. We can track our approach and our expectations of our prospecting time. So thank you for sharing that, Jess. So that's what I'm hearing. So we got a minute to wrap up. Any thoughts, questions, concerns, hallucinations?
Yeah, as far as like with the referrals, how would you go about like reaching out to them?
Okay, so in other words, the people that have referred us already,
Or like past clients and say like, hey, if you know anybody looking, I'd love to be a source, or just like touching base with them.
can you do me a favor? Throw in the chat all of your emails because that's going to make it easier for me, please. And I'm gonna do a quick script, and I love this. It's called the Give, Ask, Give sandwich. And the reason I came up with this is because for too many years, I avoided calling my past clients and center of influence because I thought that I was bothering them. And then finally had a coach say, well, why do you think? Anyhow, I'm not going to get into it. It was my own wrong thinking that kept me from doing it. So here's the script. Who will role play with me? Jen, will you do it? Jenna?
Sure.
Okay, all right. So ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hello, Jenna. It's Mark Rainey. How are you?
Hey, Mark, I'm well. How about you?
I'm doing awesome because I'm talking to you. Thank you so much for taking my call. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
So, the purpose of my call today, I wanted to reach out and share some good news with you. Do you have just a minute for me?
Sure.
So I remember you bought your home about 2 years ago, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. Well, I'm noticing the homes in your subdivision. What I'm noticing is in the last couple of years, your value's gone up about 10%.
Oh, wow.
I know. Isn't that exciting?
Very exciting.
Congratulations. So here's with that in mind, can I ask you a favor? I'm having some challenges.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Okay, so the reason what's driven that value is inventory is super low right now. And Jenna, currently I'm working with four families. They're super, super good families. They got great kids and they're looking to get into a good home. So, with inventory so low, the challenge I'm faced with is finding good homes for them. So I'm just curious, who do you know that could benefit from selling a home that perhaps I can create a win-win for these families and the families that you know and the families that I'm working with? Anybody come to mind?
Yeah, I think our neighbor down the street is looking to sell.
Oh, wow. Your neighbor down the street? Awesome.
Yeah.
Like, well, would it be okay if I gave them a call?
Sure. Let me get you their contact info.
Terrific. What's the best number for me to reach them at?
And then 111111.
Correct. Awesome. Thank you. So I'm so grateful for the privilege to reach out to them. I will serve them at a high level. I'll make sure that you look good. Okay, Jenna?
Yeah, awesome. And if I know of anyone else, I'll let you know.
Jenna, I can't thank you enough. This really is the driving factor for my team being successful. So I really appreciate it. Any other questions about real estate that I can help you with?
No, we're loving our home and we appreciate everything you did for us. See
It's my pleasure. Thank you kindly. You made my day telling me that. So I'm grateful for you all. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Take
you
care.
next week.
All right, thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.